What creature swims in the Amazon River and packs a massive 600-volt electric shock? How on earth can a fish generate enough juice to stun a full-grown human? And why the heck is it called an eel when it's not even a real snake? First off, this creature is scientifically named Electrophorus electricus, and it is not a snake at all, but a total type of electric fish. It actually belongs to the Gymnotiformes order, which includes knife-like fish living right in the freshwaters of South America. For instance, this electric fish lives right in the rivers and shaded spots of the Amazon rainforest, especially in countries like Brazil, Peru, and Colombia. It also totally prefers shallow, murky, slow-moving waters where it can hunt down its prey without any trouble at all. This creature actually has specialized electric organs that make up about 80% of its entire body length. 3 main organs: the main organ, hunter's organ, and sax organ, are spread out and work together like a super-powered living battery. If we take a look at how it all works, these organs are packed with thousands of electric cells called electrocytes. Each individual cell generates a tiny charge of just 150 millivolts, but when they line up in a row, they push out a massive, mind-blowing voltage. Then, the brain sends a nerve signal to all the electric cells at the exact same time. Once those signals line up perfectly, the cells discharge their electricity all at once, blasting out a crazy strong current of up to 600 volts and even 1 ampere. And the way it uses this electricity is honestly so versatile. It fires off high-voltage blasts to stun small fish, frogs, and crayfish. It also uses low-voltage pulses, right around 10 volts, to sense its whole environment just like a living radar system. Since this electric fish has super weak eyesight, it completely relies on its low-voltage electricity as a navigation system. For example, it constantly sends out faint pulses, and when these pulses hit a nearby object, they bounce right back to paint a perfect picture of its whole surroundings. This creature can actually change the strength of its shock depending on the situation. If the prey is small, it just sends out a quick, light shock. But if the prey is huge, or if it feels threatened by a massive animal like an alligator or a wild horse, it lets loose a bunch of heavy back-to-back shocks reaching up to 600 volts. And the wildest part is that this fish can actually control its muscles to stretch out or curl up its body to crank up the intensity of the current. Plus, its super thick skin works as an awesome insulator, completely protecting its own internal organs from its own shock. That is a seriously rare feature in the whole fish world. It is actually a total habit of its to breathe atmospheric air directly, since it has a vascular respiratory system that works just like a primitive lung. It absolutely has to pop up to the water's surface every 10 minutes or so to grab a breath of fresh air, otherwise it would literally drown, despite living in the water the whole time. And its size is absolutely mind-blowing. It can reach a length of more than 2.5 meters in some rare cases, and its weight can totally top 20 kilograms. This makes it the absolute biggest type of electric fish out there. For example, the female of this species is actually way bigger than the male. Then, this electric fish uses a super clever strategy when it comes to breeding. The male builds a whole nest out of his own saliva during the dry season. The female then lays thousands of eggs right inside this nest, and the male guards it fiercely. If any enemy even tries to come close, he lets loose an electric charge to completely protect the babies. So that is how we see this unique creature representing an absolute massive leap in biological design. It completely brings together the power to generate high-voltage electricity, breathe atmospheric air, and nail precise electric navigation. And that is exactly why the electric eel stands as one of the wildest wonders of South American rivers.